I'm Tom Mehaffie, the new representative in the 106th District of Dauphin County. I'm here with Agricultural Secretary Russell Redding.
Welcome, great to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate this and the opportunity to get with you and talk a little bit about what's going on here, not only in Dauphin County with the farm show, but what we can do in our district to help things go better and be better for agriculture.
Yeah, well, thanks for asking. Not a better backdrop to talk about agriculture than the farm show, so thanks for asking.
Yeah, it is. It's a great time. So it's the 101st farm show. Is there anything unique this year or things that you find that are even better than the past 100 years?
Well, you know, we took a page from last year, which was our 100th year, and really had a great sort of celebration of agriculture, told a good historical story, but also gave us a chance to sort of think about how do we present agriculture to the public. So we built from that. One of those features is taking the 101st farm show. It's the 101, right? 101. We have an Ag 101 stage, right? So we're trying to borrow from the educational nomenclature, do a little more teaching, a lot of topics where people just want to know a little more about things. We've got a special stage where topics from Pennsylvania barns to equine to alpacas and all kinds of things on the stage. We have our poultry back this year. Last year we had a problem with high-path avian influenza threat to Pennsylvania. Took that out, and we expanded to Know Your Farmer area. We just think it's a great story to tell about who's actually feeding him. It's a great story for agriculture, but Farm Show gives us a chance to do that.
Right, well that's great. Here in Dauphin County, it's so important for us because this is such an economic driver. So many people, I mean the hundreds of thousands of people that come through here, the families, it's great coming through here to meet with you today, just seeing the smiles on everybody's face. I think it's mainly because of the milkshakes. But
don't be fooled. It's all about food. Right? Yes,
it has to be.
Yes.
So I guess where my question is in numbers, what does this equate for the area? How does this help our businesses in Dauphin County and the district that I represent by having this farm show here?
Well, I think there's clearly this is one of those untold stories. Is that the farm show itself, $93 million in economic activity to the Harrisburg region. And that's a number that the Hershey-Harrisburg Visitors Bureau sort of did last year before. It's a significant impact, right? That's over sort of 10 days here at the farm show. Then you have the impact of just the opportunity for us to sort of present agriculture to the larger community of folks who appreciate agriculture, but they only touch it 3 times a day at the refrigerator door, right? Yeah. They have a chance to talk about ag and engage with them. So when you get out and talk about land use and you talk about the economic impact of different sectors of ag, they have a reference point and understand that it's not just about what they may see going to work or to from work or school. It's really bigger than that.
That's great. I mean, it is, and it's wonderful for me as a representative to be here and witness what's going on, but so much more than that as far as we can reach out, and this farm show and what it does for our area here is great, and I just love that. I don't know if a lot of people know this or if you're familiar with the 106, there's a lot of agriculture, there's a lot of farms, there's a lot going on, but one thing I want to touch briefly on is my neighbor actually owns Penridge Horse Farm, thoroughbred horse farm. Yeah. And that was created more so through the gaming funds and the benefits that he got from building a breeding facility right here in Dauphin County. And I just wanted to touch a little bit how the horse farms across, and it doesn't have to be thoroughbred, but the harnesses and what we have here in Pennsylvania as far as in the growth and where it's come as far as the horse breeding and the horse farms across.
I think there's a great story. Penridge is a great example of that, right? So what was realized back in 2004 when Act 71 was passed, that it really was that opportunity for us as a state to sort of talk about what we value and the whole slots piece, but embedded in that was a belief that this is an industry that we want to invest in. Right? We want to have that realized, what those farms to stay here, what the breeding to occur here, the open space to be here, all of the economic activity. We've gone through some challenges with that, as you know, right? In this past year, we had to go back in, and because of the structural way of the funds sort of flowing to the commission, had to have some amendment to that. Very pleased, Act 7 and then Act 115. But pleased today to say that we've got an equine industry in Pennsylvania that we want to grow, We're very proud of that. I think it's got great potential. The recent legislative action sort of gives us that opportunity to do that, sort of a restatement of what we value here. But there's also in there a breeding component that we've tried to sort of draw attention to, because the breeding is most critical. It's not just about racing. It's about the farm, and those breeding operations, standard bred and thoroughbred, are really key to the future of agriculture and the equine industry in Pennsylvania.
Well, he's done it. Mike, I know Mike personally. He's done a great job. He's produced a beautiful farm in our community. It's about 110 acres, and we are always concerned about our farms. But we sometimes forget that the horse farms are as much about agriculture as those who grow the produce and grow the food for our communities. So I just wanted to touch a little bit on that, and I appreciate going to extent and explaining that, because it is important to us.
It's important. I've had these conversations with many, both in the legislature and the larger community, that if you read the preface to Act 71 in 2004, it very explicitly states that this is an agricultural commodity, and there's a real interest in making sure that those lands and all that comes with the equine industry is something of importance, and why the Commonwealth should act to begin with. So that really needs to be kept in focus as we go forward.
The neatest thing about Mike is he's always an innovator, and even though he does raise the horses and is still involved in the horse racing, he just brought in buffalo. So it's a unique part. He's doing it organically, so we're really excited to see that in the community. You don't always get to see that in your back door, but it's really interesting. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate everything that you do for us and the state of Pennsylvania, and I look forward to working with you here in the near future.
Pleasure's mine. Thanks for being here. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.